Good friend Deb Jasien from Fields of Ambrosia, located right, literally, we could probably bust through that wall, go through the ceiling, and it would be in your store.
True, but it's easier to go up the stairs.
And walk through the door and say hello. They're very friendly there.
How are you this morning?
I'm very well. Thank you for joining us. We're talking a little about, earlier in the show, we were talking to Terry O'Brien from Red Parker Pub about the farm-to-table movement. You are the definition of farm-to-table, and you actually bring it from your farm to your table.
Well, yeah, and actually, you know, it's funny, I was thinking about that this morning. Everyone's talking about farm-to-table, and I kind of think of this as garden-to-bath.
Okay, because you don't eat this.
No, I mean, a lot of the ingredients in my products are food quality, food grade.
Yep.
A lot of my oils come from restaurant suppliers. So, yeah, it is within that same realm.
But these are mostly bath products, body products?
It's all bath and body products. We don't ingest anything, with the exception of possibly the lip balms. As anyone who's addicted to lip balm knows, you lick it off your lips a lot. So you are kind of eating it. So we use really good stuff in there.
Oh, great. The one common theme that all of your products have in common is all natural ingredients, and most of it is grown right in your own farm.
Not most of it, but a lot of the ingredients. We do grow a lot of our own herbs and flowers, and we make a lot of our infusions that we use in our soaps as well as our lotions. So yes, a lot of it does come from the farm, but there's so much more that's out there that comes from around the country also.
Right. What are some of your most popular products at Fields of Ambrosia?
I think our hand creams, which are these wonderful little, we have a 2-ounce tube, a 4-ounce tube, and an 8-ounce jar of this. It's probably our #1 seller. And then after that comes our scrubs, our body scrubs, which are fabulous. I just recently did a huge changeover within the business. We used to use all Dead Sea salts. And I've been reading more and more about the depletion of the Dead Sea, and it's ecologically challenged right now. The Jordan River feeds the Dead Sea, and it's been 90% diverted over the past 30 years for agriculture and mining for chemicals and fertilizers. Plus there are over 300 companies around the Dead Sea, both on the Israeli side, the Jordanian side, that harvest minerals and salts from the sea. So
not as salty as it used to be.
It's salty, but the water level has dropped over 10 feet in the past 30 years. One of the original spas that was built on the Dead Sea back in the 50s used to be right on the shores. It's now 1.5 miles away.
Wow.
So I decided to discontinue using Dead Sea salts. We've moved over to using Atlantic salts. The Atlantic Ocean is much larger, much more sustainable. The mineral content is a little bit lower than that from the Dead Sea, but it's still very beneficial for you. And so we get our salts now from off the coast of Brazil, where they dry them in salt flats naturally, so there's no chemical processes going on. And also they're cleansed naturally by mangrove areas, because that's where the salts are taken from. So the fish there, as well as the roots of the mangroves, do a natural cleansing on it. So it's a pretty amazing thing.
So this isn't a random decision, is what you're saying?
No. You think I read about it a little bit? Sorry to go on.
Has gone into it. So those are some of your popular products. You mentioned the hand creams. I have a sister-in-law who is a nurse, so they're constantly washing their hands. She's at Mass General in Boston, constantly washing her hands, and their hands get really, really dry, especially in the winter, to the point where they're almost in tears. She swears by your hand creams. It's the only thing that has ever worked. She buys it, she brings it to the hospital, and everybody's always asking, where'd you get this? Where'd you get this? It's the one thing that works. So, yes, folks, it is the real deal.
It is, and the nice thing about it is, although it's a natural product, a lot of natural lines out there with their creams, it ends up being greasy on your hands. And this one does not. We put a little higher water content into it, which helps to emulsify that. And so it sinks into your skin and doesn't sit on top of your skin, which is one of the reasons that people love it so much.
Looking at a lot of bright colors here, kind of a citrusy feel. Tell me more about that.
Well, I thought I would bring in some products that will be on sale at the store next month, for the month of July. We always, every month we do a special, 20% off of a certain collection. This summer we're actually going to focus on our citruses. July is all about, lemonade and, grapefruits and just a lot of fun summer citrus. Aside from the fact that citrus is also wonderful for your skin. It is a healer, it's an antioxidant, it can help lighten dark spots on your skin. So anyway, we have a collection that has lemon and orange in it. We call it Sun-Kissed Bliss, touch of vanilla, sunshine in a bottle. Nice. And then another collection is our Japanese grapefruit. Absolutely fabulous. We've started doing a brand new soap. Specifically for the summertime, it is embedded with a loofah so that you can use it on your heels, your feet, calluses area, knees, elbows. Keep that skin nice and soft for the summertime.
So this is grapefruit.
This is the grapefruit.
And you just rub this directly.
Yeah, you use it as the loofah, and the soap suds up, and there you go. And then the opposite side, if you flip it over, this is an oatmeal soap that has ground oatmeal in it. So this is a lighter exfoliant, and this is a little bit heavier duty.
All right, that's the oatmeal side. This is the grapefruit side. Is it coincidence that it's kind of shaped in a peace symbol?
Well, that's the way the loofah grows. The loofah is a natural plant, and they're grown just to become loofah scrubs.
I guess it's not a true peace symbol. There'd be an extra line.
Some of them look like little alien faces.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're doing those soaps in the Sun-Kissed Bliss, as well as in our new men's collection, which is a ginger and lime. We just introduced this. I think you're going to smell this, and it's going to be beautiful.
That's a good. It's funny how there are combinations I would never think of, like ginger and lime, but then you say them, and I'm like, that makes perfect sense.
And that's funny that you say that, because it's a perfect scent.
It is. It's a perfect scent. It's not too gingery, not too limey, but they come together.
And they come together really nicely. So it's not too overpowering. And we try to do that with all of our products and not over-scent things. I mean, one of my least favorite things in the world is getting into a small enclosed space with someone who's wearing too much scent.
Yep.
Because you just want to, hold your breath. Yeah. But anyway, so all of these product lines are going to be 20% off throughout the month of July.
Wow.
And then we're also introducing, to go along with those, in our lip balms, a new lip scrub in those 3 flavors also, the lime, the lemon, and the grapefruit. And that has fine white sugar in it, mixed with our normal beeswax and shea butter and coconut oil to create our lip balms. And what it does is it exfoliates the lips as well as lubricates them. So you're getting a double benefit, and the sugar will melt away, so it's not like you're running around with little sugar crystals on your face.
Wow, this is a great product, and it makes me want to go up there and buy you out of everything.
And then we also started carrying about 1.5 years ago a line of products from a small company in Georgia called Habersham Candle. And they make products that are called wax pottery. Now, I introduced them 1 year ago at the holiday time, but there's some new collections, and this one specifically is a lemon vanilla sunflower. The bowls are beeswax, highly infused with the essential oils and the botanicals. It will scent a room up to 1 year. If not longer, depending on the size of the room. There's a little sphere that will scent up to 6 months, and then there's also a candle in the collection.
And you still sell the stands that come with the
And we sell the stands
bowls?
that go with that also. But for a $25 investment, you can scent your rooms for up to 1 year. It's not bad.
You can save money if you're using candles.
Exactly so. Exactly
and that makes a great housewarming gift. It's a great...
People love them for that alone. What's interesting about the candles are they have a shield built into them so that they'll burn straight down through the center, and the outer portion of it with all the botanicals gets preserved. So even when you finish with the candle, you can put tea lights into it.
Oh, nice.
And it becomes a luminary.
And they're beautiful, too.
Yeah. And it's again an all-natural product, which is one of the reasons I fell in love with it, because it fits into my philosophy of my shop.
Yep. Well, we're running out of time. I did want to hit on, because I went fishing the other night and got attacked by black flies. You guys have some great solutions for insects as well.
We do. We've been making what I call Bye Bye Black Fly. It's an insect repellent with no DEET, no alcohol, and mostly the agent that works most to get rid of the flies is lemon eucalyptus oil. and that was determined, back in 2001 by the New England Journal of Medicine as the most effective natural repellent.
Nice.
So I make that the centerpiece of it. There's also some lavender in there, some tea tree, some rosemary, that all together make it smell really nice so it doesn't smell like you're a walking pharmacy.
Right. And the first thing I asked Deb when she came in was, Deb, I've got a pimple coming in right here. It's been a stressful week. What can I do? She's a wealth of knowledge.
We make a line of facial care products geared towards teens mostly, but adults have those problems
stressed out
too.
Old guy.
And tea tree oil is one of the best things to treat any kind of skin breakout.
All right.
So we have a line of products that include a wash, like a cleansing toner, and then a spot lotion that you can put on just that one little spot.
There we go. It's a big spot. We're looking at fieldsofambrosia.com?
It is.
Oh, there you go. That's
It
the
is.
website right there. Can you do some ordering?
You can order online, or if you prefer not to put your credit card information out there, you can just call the store because everything ships from there anyway.
Great.
We're also on Facebook, we're on Twitter. We're starting to get into Pinterest and Instagram. So, moving into the technical world a little slower. We like to keep our hands in things like this.
Absolutely. You know what?
Technology falls second to me, but I know I've got to do more of it.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Just, this is the way it should be. We want you in your garden. We want you in your laboratories mixing up these great concoctions. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
I always love to be here.
Deb Jasien, Fields of Ambrosia. You can find her right in North Conway Village in the Norcross shops, right next to Ben & Jerry's. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we've got Amber Dalton from Spruce Hurricane, plus more Watch and Win, weather, and events. Stay tuned.